My name's Edmond Yakani, Executive Director of CEPO. With due respect and honor, I would like to take this opportunity to communicate a serious message to various leadership attention in the country, starting with the leadership of the National Legislative Assembly, Honorable Minister of Interior, Honorable Minister of National Security, Honorable Minister of Defense, but also I will extend the same call to reach to His Excellency President's office. Our constitution guiding principle embrace the culture of constructive dialogue and debate among South Sudanese and between South Sudanese and their leaders, based on the process of the passage of the National Security Act, which have raised a very controversial debate among us South Sudanese at our various capacities, either among us citizens or between us citizens and our leaders, on idea and diversion of opinion of Article 54 and 55 of the National Security Service Act. We respect the principle of democracy, but we also embrace the culture of democracy that if there's a divergent opinion, people are allowed to continue, deliberate, debate, lobby, and advocate. As long that debate and dialogue is non-violent, it does not harm any violence or does not provoke occurrence of any violence. I respect that, and I'm quite sure that is one of the guiding principles of our constitution, and we hope that also our leaders respect that. Something strange is going on now as I speak. Me personally, I have received more than 3 death threats calls on WhatsApp by people who claim they're members of National Security Service, and 7 of my members are also receiving similar calls, mainly threatening them to be arrested or likely to be detained if they raise their voice loudly against the passage of the National Security Act. This is an unacceptable act. This is unconstitutional act. We debate, we argue among ourselves without impressing any violence. And it is a principle that informs the content of our constitution as public governance is concerned. That's why, as an activist, I'm appealing and I'm raising this loudly to the attention of the leadership of the country. That one, some individuals are claiming to be members of national security and they are threatening activists and journalists. As I speak now, 5 activists have received threats for possible arrest. Personally, I have received 3 for death threats, and 2 journalists are receiving the same threats. I would like to appeal to the leadership of national security. Can they warn some of those individuals who tend to call people, which I assume even some of them are creating an identity that they don't belong to? Can that be investigated? And can there be a public warning from the leadership of the National Security Services to their members not to take any advantage of this continuous diversion of opinion, of debate among South Sudanese over the passage of National Security Service? I respect the statement made by the official spokesperson of National Security Service by saying they will embrace freedom of expression as long as within the limits of the law and as long as not triggering violence in the country. Dialogue is part and parcel of a value of public governance. Now, if we are raising our voices, our opinion, around the passage of National Security Service, and that can warrant to an opportunity of empowering some individuals to pose death threats like what I have received, and to other activists for possible arrest and journalist threats for not reporting over that. What does that mean? Therefore, I'm appealing with due respect and honor to the leadership of the National Security Service and the various institutions. They need to have a public warning to members of national security who won't take advantage of the situation for amplifying who they are or creating a threat for activists and journalists to run the country. We are not at the moment where we need our own fellow citizens to run out the country because of a constructive debate between us and our leaders at the various capacity. And I hope the parliament should take up this seriously and raise a motion in the parliament that there's no need for anybody to take an opportunity of threatening activists and media because of a constructive debate on diversion of opinion on how our legislation should be passed across the country. Thank you very much.